talk to them like you got some goddamn sense, okay? It's your girl Bree, and I'm back again. Hey y'all, how are y'all doing? So this is gonna be a cleaning part 2 to my refrigerator. This time I'm doing the freezer. This video should have been out a long time ago, but we're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about that. But yes, another cleaning video by your girl Bree. And we're gonna get right into it because it's a little late. Before we get right into it, I'm gonna show y'all what I'm gonna be cleaning with. So I have mean green, and I got a rag because this is the freezer, so I'm probably gonna be working with warm water, you know, just to clean it good, because the wipes that I did last time I don't think will be as effective as some warm water product and a rag, you know what I'm saying? And I have my trash can right here. We're gonna be throwing some stuff away, you know, throwing some stuff away, keeping some stuff, just cleaning it out, okay? Y'all know the drill. So yeah, I'm about to clean it up, and we're gonna get into some tea, because I gotta tell y'all how my landlord got me fucked up, okay? All right.
Body bumping.
Okay, y'all, that was actually quicker than what I expected. I thought I had more stuff than what I actually had. So yeah, I went ahead and took everything out of the freezer, and y'all see how a mess that was. So before I clean everything up and put everything back in the freezer, let me tell y'all how my landlord got me messed up. Okay, this is a little embarrassing of the reason, but I'm gonna tell y'all anyway because this is informative to people that don't know, right? Like I didn't, because I didn't know. So my period was on, right? Y'all remember how I told y'all it lasted for like 4 weeks, right? So within those 4 weeks, I was switching between pads and tampons. And I was flushing the tampons down the toilet, right? So apparently, you're not supposed to do that. And comment down below if you flush your tampons down the toilet. Because apparently, you're not supposed to because it'll mess up the plumbing. Especially if you live in an older house like I do. And your landlord don't want to replace the septic tank. Because that's what it is. Because I'm going to tell y'all why. So I asked my cousin, you know, just to see what she was going to say. And she was like, yeah, girl, I always flush tampons down the toilet. I never had a problem with that. And you know what? I always did that when I was living with my mama too. And it never messed up her plumbing. So I'm going to tell y'all. So long story short, you know, I told my landlord, you know, the plumbing is messed up, da 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 da. So, you know, they got somebody out here to look at it, and they found the tampons. It was clogging it up. Okay. So she called, well, I called her because she sent me pictures of what's going on. It was in the lease agreement that, you know, if anything happens, like with sanitary napkins, wipes, and things like that, that I would have to pay for it, whether it was accidental or on purpose. It doesn't matter. Which, let me tell y'all something. I didn't put that in the category of sanitary napkins. Sanitary napkins to me is like pads or wipes or things like that. I didn't put tampons in that category because, like I was saying, I had always flushed tampons down the toilet my whole life and never had a problem. This is the first time in my 27 years of living that I had a problem with it being flushed down the toilet. So comment down below and let me know if you flush your tampons or you throw them in the trash. Because I'm gonna start throwing them in the trash now, but I just didn't know. And I called her and I was like, hey, you know, the only thing I can think of is, you know, tampons. That, you know, because she sent me pictures to my email and all that. So I was like, you know, only thing I think of is those tampons, which I didn't know you couldn't flush them down the toilet because I've never had a problem with that before. And she was like, oh, you know, yeah, I know what that is. I know what that is. You shouldn't have done it, blah, 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 and going off on me, y'all. She was talking about, oh, you know, nobody's over next door. Nobody's next door. So you can't blame nobody else. You can't blame nobody. I was like, hold up. First of all, did I even fucking say anybody else? Or did I say me? Was I talking about anybody else that stayed beside me or what? Because now she putting words in my mouth. So I'm getting pissed at this time. But I kept quiet because one thing about me, before I go off on somebody, like now that I done got older, I kind of think about, should I go off on this person or should I just keep quiet, keep it cute and quiet? You know what I'm saying? Because I know with landlords, you got to be careful with them because they'll be quick to evict you. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got no money saved up. Well, now I do, but I didn't have no money saved up, and my credit sucks. So I gotta move differently than somebody that got good credit and saved up a lot of money. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, she goes into this whole big thing of, oh, months ago it was tampons in the in the plumbing when we fixed it last time. Okay, let me rewind. Yeah, okay. So, since I moved here, it's always been problems with that septic tank. That's not the first time there was an issue with the septic tank. We've been having issues since we moved here with the septic tank. Okay? And my first thought, if I was an owner of a home, if my tenants are continuously having a problem with the septic tank, my first thought would be, maybe I should replace it. Maybe I should put a newer septic tank in there so that it's not going to continue to mess up. And before, y'all know my periods was not coming on due to my PCOS. So my landlord tried to blame me for the problems that's been happening since I moved here. And I was like, hold up, I had to bring her back to reality. I was like, wait a minute. I don't even have periods like that. So I know for a fact that that's not something that was happening the whole time. Because guess what? I didn't have periods. I went like 3 months without a period. So I know that wasn't a problem since the very beginning. I know for a fact it wasn't. And she was trying to blame me and go all this and that. I was like, you know what? Let me get off this phone with her because she about to get cussed out. And I was like, you know what? Let me just calm down. Let her speak her piece and let me get off this phone with her because she was borderline about to get cussed out, right? But yeah, my whole 27 years of living, I ain't never, when I say never, I never had a problem with flushing tampons down the toilet. But you know what? And then today, y'all, let me tell y'all what happened today. So I found out today that I gotta pay $700 due to that plumbing situation with the tampons being in there. Yes, I'm making payments on it, so it's gonna be like $50 a month payments. But I told my landlord, I said, you know what? I really understand, what I signed in the lease. I get that. But I don't feel like I should be responsible for paying for that. Only because this has been something that's been happening since I moved here. This one mistake that I made, I gotta pay $700? Really? I said, okay, you know what? Whatever. I gotta have somewhere to stay. So yeah, I'm gonna pay it, but your girl, while she's here and she's paying cheap rent, I'm about to stack this money up because I got to get the heck up out of here. Because I'm not about to continuously pay for something that I will never own. And, no shade to people that are renting because I'm renting too. But this is getting a little ghetto, okay? I need to own my stuff because you know what? I wouldn't even have a problem if it was a place I owned to pay for plumbing. But to pay for plumbing in a place that I would never own, it's not making sense. It's not making sense at all. But yeah, she got me messed up. The way she was talking to me was very rude and disrespectful. And I would never, when I say I would never talk to a customer like that or anybody like that. And because she did, she about to see me leave, okay? Give me some time. Give me some time to stack this money. Your girl is about to be a homeowner, okay? I ain't gonna have to deal with this ever again. Ever. That's why it's been, my videos haven't been as consistent as they need to be because your girl been working mandatory overtime, regular overtime. I've been working my butt off to stack this money to get up out of here because One thing you not about to do is talk to me like you crazy. That's number one. Secondly, I'm not about to keep paying for something that I will never own. That makes absolutely no sense. Absolutely no sense to me, okay? To me, it don't make sense. So, I'm finna leave. Give me some time and I'm gone. Okay? But I just had to do a little mini story time / rant because that just didn't sit right with me. It didn't sit right with me at all. But I'm finna clean out the freezer and put the food back in the freezer. And yeah, that's what we're about to do. So I'll see y'all in a minute.
I'm like heaven so alone. Since your pretty eyes, soon as you came in the door, I just wanna chill, got a cycle, I stole. Married to the money, introduced her to my stove. Showed her how to whip and now she remix it for low. She my track queen, let her hit the bando. We be coming up, watch how far them bands go. We just set it go, talking about some Lambos. 56 a gram, mama, man, I swear I love her, how she with the Lambo. Hit the strip club, we be let the bands go. Everybody hate her, we just call the fans though. In love with the money, I ain't never let go. And I get high with my baby. I just love them all, I'm getting fly with my baby, yeah. And I get robbed with my baby. I be in the kitchen, cooking pies with my baby, yeah. And I get robbed with my baby. I just love them all, I'm getting fly with my baby, yeah. And I get robbed with my baby. I be in the kitchen, cooking pies with my baby. I never stop on my track quick. Cause all we know is biz, I just might snatch a Ferrari. If I'm a fool and lamb, I just might snatch a ridiculous, drop a couple on the way. She ain't willing for nothing because I got her everything is good. So up on the bed, though, we want me where I can go. When we fuck up the stairs, though, kind of hell in a bed. Well, I fuck in your bed, though, baby. What I'm living 50,000 K on my stand, though, we can check it from my pocket, pull up. And I get high with my baby, baby. I just left them all, I'm getting fly with my baby, yeah. And I get robbed with my baby, baby. I be in the kitchen cooking pies with my baby, yeah. And I get robbed with my baby, baby. I just left them all, I'm getting fly with my baby, yeah. And I get robbed with my baby, baby. I be in the kitchen cooking pies and like it was so alone. Since your pretty ass, soon she came in the door, I just wanna chill, got a sack for us to roll. Married to the money, introduced her to my stove. Showed her how to whip and now she remix it for low. She my track queen, let her hit the bando. We be counting up, watch how far the bands go. We just set it down, talking about some Lambos. 56 a gram, 500 grams though. Man, I swear I love her, how she with the Lambo. Hit the strip club, when you let the bands go. Everybody hate her, we just call the fans though. In love with the money, I ain't never let go. I be smoking dope and no backwards when I roll. When me boy Betty, eat me shit up, that's for sure. I'm running your shit, then I want your hoe. But for me boys, it's nothing. But for me boys, it's nothing. Yeah, you hear my boy? Sounding like this is still getting bumps on the track. I do whatever, my boy. Whatever.
Okay, y'all, so as y'all seen, I cleaned my freezer out, so I'm happy about that. Got that clean and over with. But yeah, like, I just want y'all to know, I don't have a problem with paying for my mistake. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if a septic tank is giving problems to the tenant since the beginning of them moving there, then common sense would tell you, you know what, maybe I need to get a new septic tank. This is an older house. And that's the thing, not just me saying this, but the actual plumbing people were saying this too. They was like, you know what, they need to replace that septic tank. It's too small. They need a bigger septic tank. You know, this is an older house. The other one is rusted out. It needs to be replaced. So if the plumbing people are telling you that, wouldn't that common sense would say, you know what, let me replace that septic tank and get a bigger one, get a up-to-date one, because the one that's in there currently is old and rusted out and too small. You know what I'm saying? But that's the problem I had with the situation. I don't mind paying for my mistake, even though that is a lot of money. I don't mind paying for my mistake. And at the same time, if I'm telling you, hey, I made a mistake, I apologize, and that's what I did. I apologized. I was like, hey, I made a mistake. I apologize. It was my mistake. Why do people feel the need to belittle you when you make a mistake? Because at one point in time, they didn't know that either. They didn't know that either until somebody told them or till they learned from their mistake. So why do people, that's what I don't understand. Why do people belittle you when you make a mistake? Instead of just saying, I understand you made a mistake, but in the leasing agreement, you did sign that if anything happens, whether it was accidental or purposeful, you would have to pay for it. Now, if she just said that, then I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. I don't mind paying for it. It is what it is. I have to swallow that pill and just pay for it. I just don't understand why she had to go off on me. I can't fathom the reason for her to go off on me when I'm telling her, hey, I made a mistake. I apologize. I will pay for it. Okay. I guess because maybe her, the owner of the place went off on her. So she felt like she had to go off on me because he went off on her. No, that's not how you do business. When somebody's paying you monthly for a place they stay in, you need to talk to them like you got some goddamn sense. Okay? For real. Like, that's my issue with the whole situation, is the way she talked to me and the fact that we've been having trouble with that septic tank since we moved here. And I don't feel like I should be paying for something that needs to be replaced. But that's neither here nor there. It is what it is. I just wanted to tell y'all, get y'all thoughts on it. Like I said, comment down below. Let me know if that's something you were doing or you didn't know that. Let me know your opinion on it. But I will catch y'all in the next video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to check out my social media. It is always in the description box below. Make sure you add me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Snapchat. Catch y'all later. Bye.